Hi, in this video, you're going to learn how to outsource your ebook. If you're not the type that likes to write ebooks or write in general, then you might consider outsourcing or delegating this task to someone who does enjoy or can do this type of job. Let's say you like to come up with topics, but you just can't seem to start writing and getting over that blank piece of paper or blank screen. When you're outsourcing your ebook or just outsourcing in general, you're basically buying time. So if you have the money to outsource and delegate, then this is for you. Otherwise, if you're on a shoestring budget and don't want to invest too much yet at the start, then you might consider just start writing your ebook first. One of the benefits of outsourcing, again, is outsourcing will save you time. Since you don't need to stare at the blank screen and think about what to write, you can have someone else write for you. On the other hand, outsourcing might not be the best idea. When you outsource your content or your ebook writing, the outcome or the result that you're going to get in the end might not be something that you want. The writer might not have gotten your ideas or concept, or they're not an expert in that particular market or niche. And therefore, you end up getting an ebook that doesn't really sound like you or doesn't really appeal. So if you're particular in that way where you want to make sure that your content stands out and something that will resonate with your readers, then outsourcing your ebook might not be the best idea. The writer needs to understand the topic, they need to understand your requirements, and that's where making sure your specifications when you're outsourcing comes into play, and I'll explain in this video. The real key to outsourcing your ebook is to make sure you create an outline and specifications. In other words, you need to let the potential writer know what the ebook will be about, what's the title going to be, a short description, a summary, a proposed table of contents so then they can follow it as a structure, who the ebook will be for, who's going to read it, what are the demographics, are the readers male, female, which age group and which country will read your ebook, which industry. Those are things to consider, and the best way to get started is to download this template. It's a fill in the blanks outsourcing ebook template. Let me show you what that looks like. Going to that URL, you'll see this page here and you'll see the fill in the blanks template. This is the start of the template and here's how to use it. Simply fill in the blanks as indicated. An example is provided under each field. As you can see, it says, "Hi, writer's name. Please find details of my requirements for the ebook." Here's where you put the ebook title, example Success 101, 5-minute weight loss, etc. Your ebook's slogan or subtitle. This, in other words, is just a longer description of what your ebook is about. So it's the essential guide, example, to getting and having all you want. A brief description about it. The ebooks, books, blog posts you can model for the writer to refer to. So it makes it easier as to what you want your ebook to look like. And the number of words, do you want 10,000 words? Do you want 20,000 words? Explain it here. Or to make it a bit more easier, you can let them know how many pages you want in the end. The persona of my audience, this is, are they into self-help? Are they entrepreneurs? This is where you explain who your audience is. Next, you want to explain how you want the readers to feel after reading the ebook. In this example, it says, I would like my audience to feel like they have gotten lots of ideas out of it and be able to start implementing it right away. The writing format and style, do you want it to be practical, actionable steps, a how-to, theory, story, facts, tips, and top ways? Explain it in this section here. The writing tone, do you want it to be friendly or professional? Really depends on your industry. So state it here. Vocabulary and language level, you can explain to use layman's terms, especially if you're in a technical industry, such as the IT industry. This is where you explain the table of contents, so you put the introduction, some chapters, and a conclusion. And upon completion, which file format do you want the writer to send the document in? Do you want it in a Word format? Do you want it in a PDF? Do you want it in a Open Office format or a Pages format? Explain it in this section. Now that you've got a glimpse as to what you should put in your project It's now time to post your project. And where do you go to find writers to outsource this task? The big one is Upwork.com. Taking a look at Upwork.com, you can post a project for free and choose a category. This is what you do. You want to outsource your writing. As there's no particular category for ebooks, you can simply put other writing and then describe the project. What do you want? Do you want a ebook around the self-help niche? This is where you put it in. Or do you want it about golfing or gardening or diving, whatever it may be? Put it in here so then that stands out and attracts the right type of writers, because if they know about the topic, then this is probably a good ideal project for them. Next, you describe the work in a bit more detail. You don't need to post this entire template on here. That's one tip. You can post this once you've chosen a writer. So in this section, just put a brief description as to what you want. For example, you want a 10,000 word or a 50-page word ebook on this topic. That's all you need to put. Attach any files or resources that the writer can seek. And what type of project do you have? Is it a one-time project? Is it ongoing? Or you're not sure? Usually for ebooks, it's a one-time project. How many freelancers do you want to hire? You can just hire one, or you can hire more than one to keep your options open. And then enter the skills required. You can leave that blank as it's optional. And how would you like to pay? Usually for an ebook, you can pay a fixed price. And then you'll see a drop down called desired experience level, entry level, intermediate, or expert. It really depends on your budget and the quality that you want. If you really want to target and attract professional writers, then I would highly suggest using experts. Otherwise, keep it in the middle and you might attract entry level and expert level writers. Set a budget for this project. How much are you willing to pay for someone to do this job? And the higher your budget is, the more you will attract the better writers. So that's where you put your budget. You can also click on the freelancer preferences and choose some qualifications. So you can choose particular countries for this project. Let's see, location. You only want Australasia, East Asia, Eastern Europe, Latin America, North America. If you want US writers, then you would choose North America and choose the English level. You can choose between basic, conversational, fluent, or native. For writers, I would choose native. And then you can also choose the level of job success. 90% is a good criteria to choose. Next, you can also ask screening questions. This is where you add a few questions you'd like your candidates to answer when applying to this job. Otherwise, if you don't need that, just close it. A cover letter will also be added if they have one. Once you're ready, you can preview your job or post it right away. Once you've posted your jobs, you'll get some people bidding on your project, and all you need to do is just go through their profiles and filter out the ones that are potentials and ones that are not potentials. You filter them by the ratings that they have, the score that they have, and any other criteria that you have in particular. Once you've chosen a writer, it's all just about communicating and making sure you send the requirements. So send this template to them. The clearer you are, the better the outcome. Thanks for watching and hope those tips have helped you.